Hi guys, it's Mila on D.E.A.R, which stands for Drop Everything and Read. Today's book we're going to be reading in honor of Black History Month is Ruby Bridges, a brave child who made history. And it is by Jeri Cipriano, illustrated by Scott R. Brooks. Years ago, black children and white children did not go to school together. They did not live in the same neighborhoods. They never had a chance to meet and become friends. In some states, there were laws that kept black people and white people apart. Even when new laws replaced the old ones, many people stuck to the old ways. Ruby was just a little girl, but she wasn't afraid to face big bullies on her way to school each day. Ruby Nell Bridges was born on September 8, 1954 in Tylertown, Mississippi. Ruby lived with her parents and grandparents on a farm. Ruby's parents did not go to school. They decided to move to a big city so Ruby could go to school. Ruby's family moved to New Orleans. Ruby's dad got a job at a gas station. Her mother works nights. Ruby went to kindergarten in New Orleans. All her classmates were black. She liked school. She had friends to play with during recess each day. In 1954, the Supreme Court ruled that states could not have separate schools for black and white children. The court said that separate schools were not equal. Ruby's father didn't want her to go to the white kids' school. He was afraid of trouble. But her mother thought Ruby would be a good example for other black children to follow. Ruby was one of the first black children to enter an all-white school. The whole town showed up to keep her out. But Ruby made up her mind to do the right thing. She was only 6 years old. November 14th, 1960 was Ruby's first day at the all-white elementary school. Angry crowds of white people gathered on Ruby's way to school. They shouted at her. Big, tall white men protected Ruby by standing close. Ruby was the only black child at the school. But there were only a few white children, too. Most parents took their children out of the school. Some worried about safety, but most took their children out of school to protest having Ruby there. By second grade, things got easier for Ruby. She walked to school without needing grown-ups. She made friends. Ruby continued to go to schools with both black and white students. Today, Ruby is married with 4 sons. She visits schools around the country and tells her story. She's still alive. And here's a picture of Ruby and Barack Obama, our old president. And on this page it says, in 2011, Ruby met President Barack Obama at the White House in a historic moment. And that's the rest of today's story. I hope you guys loved it. I know I did. Remember to subscribe and share. Bye!